Are you too hard on yourself just for being who you are? What do you constantly criticize or judge yourself for? This is what to do to help shift your outlook. There's a line from Hamlet: nothing is either good or bad, but thinking makes it so. And really that just means that your perspective can change everything. It's only when we think that there is something wrong with who we are or what we're doing or where we are in life that we create these problems and internal conflict in our own minds. Think about a situation where you're being too hard on yourself. Where are you overly critical? What do you wish you could change about yourself, or you want to stop doing or start doing? When you've got something, find 3 things about that make it the perfect attribute for you to have. Why is it so good that that is how you are and who you are? So if you are very aware that you procrastinate, ask, why is it perfect that I procrastinate? In what ways do I benefit from this procrastination? It might be that you spend a lot of time thinking about things in the background first, so you have lots of space to formulate your ideas completely. Maybe you benefit from that so that when it comes time to sitting down and getting all your thoughts together, you can actually get things done much more quickly because you've planned it out in advance. Really connect into how that trait is perfect for you and think of specific situations that prove that that benefit is true. How has there already been at least one situation in the past where you have benefited from thinking or behaving in that certain way? Here is a further short exercise that will support you to change the way you think about yourself and who you are. If you have a couple minutes and it's safe for you to relax, then stick with me and we'll process this through together. Let's go. Get your back straight and make sure your shoulders are nice and loose. They're not high and bunched up around your neck. And just take a few deep breaths. Breathe in and out. And in. Breathe out. And once more, breathe in and out. Okay, I'd like you to think with me in a particular way for a little while. Just try on this perspective. So there was a time when you were outdoors, perhaps in a natural setting, and you see something that is just beyond beautiful. It's amazing and it's awe-inspiring. You are awestruck. What is that? At the peak moment of that, the best moment as it captivates all of your attention, your awareness was drawn within, towards where at your centre there is both peace and excitement. And there have been other moments in which you felt peaceful and excited, but of course there were also many times when your awareness was far from that. You would explain to a child that the sun weighs just as much at midnight as it does at noon, and that it is just as hot and therefore just as bright. It's only our awareness of it that changes. So let's say that where at your centre you are at peace and excited, the light is always on, even though your awareness of the light changes. You listen to me now, and your senses bring in information. Your mind reads the information, and you realise that nothing bad is happening. All is well, everything is okay right here. Your senses bring in this information, and your mind organises it, and we call that knowledge. Let's say now that your body absolutely belongs to you. Your body is yours, but it doesn't look a bit like when you were only 5 minutes old. Every single cell has been replaced, so that if anyone touched you now, they couldn't be touching anything that had been there. Nothing that had been there is here, except you're here, and you also were there. And if you had a friend who lost a thumb and she visits, you wouldn't say to her, "Oh, I'm so glad that most of you is here," or if she had lost a foot or a leg. So your body is yours, but it's not you. Who you actually are is that peace, that excitement, that clarity and wisdom and that light that you became aware of at that very special moment. What you were becoming aware of is yourself. You know that people have beliefs. Some have beliefs so strong that they'll tell you their belief before they tell you their name. And yet people's beliefs can change. And when their beliefs change, the person doesn't go up in a puff of smoke. So you might have a belief, but you are not a belief. You're not an emotion, you're not a behaviour or a habit or personality. You're not a body. Let's figure that those are things that you've either got or you have been doing. They are yours, but they're not who you are. Who you are is that light of peace and excitement at your center. Take a deep breath now as you start to come back to yourself in the present moment. Remember that at your core, you are always that peace and excitement. It's just your awareness of it that changes.